morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another beautiful transitional spring morning. I feel like, seeing as though we're still in February, we're not quite ready to say that it's full on spring just yet, but we are definitely in the transitional period at the moment. The weather is getting a little bit warmer. We've actually been really lucky with the sunshine that we've had recently, and it's putting us all in the best spring mood. Like, we are ready for the new season, and I'm so excited for all of the spring vibes. I'm currently just having my morning coffee. I've just been getting myself ready for the morning, and I'm loving the makeup I'm doing at the moment. I've actually had a little bit of a spring refresh with regards to my makeup, and there's one brand that I feel like has just changed the game for me with what I am putting on my face at the moment, and that is Bobbi Brown. This foundation is absolutely beautiful. It's the Intensive Serum Foundation. It's got SPF 40 in, so fabulous for when the sun does decide to shine, but it's a really lovely one. And speaking of Bobbi Brown, they actually sent me a few new products to try. They sent it a couple of weeks ago as a part of their Valentine's launch, and it is their new blushes, and I am not gonna lie, I've already tried one this morning. I'm kind of obsessed with it. So it's this one, which, first of all, can we talk about this packaging? Like, beautiful gold metallic. It's so stunning, although it is upsetting me that it's already got finger marks on it, but this is the one that I tried this morning. This is in the shade Blushed Pink, and oh my word, it is the perfect blush color. It's coming up a little bit more lilac-y actually on camera, but this is just like a really lovely cool tone pink, and then we've mixed with like a bit more of a warm tone pink and almost like a bit of a highlight shade. And I really love these blushes because you can obviously stick to like one edge, you can kind of blend them all together. You can even just go in with your highlight brush just for like a little extra here. I might put a little bit more on actually, because I am just absolutely loving them. And I feel like spring is the time to have so much more fun with your makeup and just add those like pops of color. Like, it really does help kind of pull up your cheeks and give you a little bit more of a glow. So I'm absolutely loving how that looks. It's just such a gorgeous color. And they also sent a couple more. This one is Brushed Coral, which I think will also be a really beautiful spring shade. It's a little bit more like reddy in tone, like it's a lot warmer, which I love. I think these two colors are exactly the same on all of them, but as you can see, it's actually a little bit more pinky. Like, to me, that's not the most coral shade. I would have got a little bit lighter with it, but I do think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the tones in this. I just think it's so stunning. And then the last one we've got is Blushed Bronze, which is an absolute tongue twister to say, but I'm expecting this one to be a much like warmer tone. Yeah, this is beautiful. I think this would be stunning if you've got a much darker skin tone than me. I might even be able to use this as more of like a shimmery bronzer, so I might have to give that a try. But look at how gorgeous that is. The colors, the tones, oh my word, I'm just absolutely loving it. I feel like now is just the perfect time to like go through your makeup stash, see what you've kind of like got, what you've been using, maybe what you've been using that's more like targeted towards like wintry makeup, and maybe change it up a little bit for those like lighter tones, those like brighter colors. I am just so excited for all of the spring vibes. And today's outfit is also seriously giving me the spring vibes. This is the dress that you would have seen in my last video, the gorgeous little new look number. It is just absolutely stunning. I love the material. It's just like so flowy. The silhouette it gives is absolutely stunning. And I love the length. It's like this mid-axis length, so it's perfect for right now, because when the weather starts to drop a little bit, like if it does get a little bit chilly, I can put thermals underneath. I can wear it with knee-high boots. But on days like today where I'm just going to be at home, I pair it with my lovely comfy UGG slippers. That is just how I like to roll. But I'm just loving the dress. Also love that it gives me the opportunity to wear a necklace again. I feel like I've not been wearing my necklaces as much recently, and I'm loving this. This is the Pandora Brilliance Diamond collection, and it just looks absolutely stunning, paired with, of course, my other Pandora pieces. And speaking of spring vibes, I have actually been doing a little bit of spring shopping. There are a couple of things that I feel like I've kind of been like missing from my spring wardrobe, a few items that I've been like really on the hunt to find the perfect version of, and I've actually been doing a little bit of shopping on Farfetch, and I'm so excited to let you guys know that I'm working with Farfetch again, and I have another discount code for you guys. I cannot tell you how many DMs I get on the weekly asking me for a Farfetch discount code. I know you guys love the code because it's such a great way to get a little bit of a saving on items that are a bit more luxury, a little bit more of an investment. Like, it's a great way to kind of justify those purchases a little bit more. So if you use the code ELLIE, F10, you can get 10% off your first order. But let me show you what I've been picking up, because there are so many gorgeous pieces on Farfetch right now. Some real like spring staple items that you can add into your wardrobe now that are going to serve you really, really well going into the new season. Okay, so as you can see, I have got quite a few boxes behind me. I've just come into the bedroom because I feel like it's such a nice place just to like sit and chat and go through the pieces and just talk about how I'm wanting to style them, how I'm wanting to incorporate them into my spring wardrobe, and how they're going to be working hard for me, because you guys know when it comes to doing my hauls at the moment, I'm really making a conscious effort to make sure that everything I'm adding in, I'm going to get a lot of wear out of. It's going to work really hard. It's not just going to be like an impulse purchase that I maybe wear once and then I'm done with it. Like, I'm really going to get my cost per wear out of each of these items, and that's why I love doing these Farfetch edits with you guys, because I feel like obviously Farfetch has some really luxurious brands on there, so much like higher price points, so it's really important to make sure that you know what you're adding into your wardrobe. It's going to provide real value into your wardrobe, and that's why it's so great to make the most of the saving whilst you can. So I'm actually going to start with the biggest item, and the item that I think I'm most excited about. This Sandro coat. Now, I actually don't own anything from Sandro, which is another thing that I just adore about Farfetch. You literally have the world at your fingertips in terms of boutiques. They have hundreds of boutiques on their site, which means that you can shop brands and items that you maybe wouldn't normally discover. Like, Sandro's not a store that I normally go into or really like look at myself, and it wasn't until discovering this on Farfetch that I wanted to add a piece from them into my collection. So it's this absolutely stunning camel coat. Now, it might sound a little bit odd to be adding a coat into my wardrobe for spring, but hear me out. This has been a very well thought through purchase. I've been really looking for the perfect transitional coat. I have quite an extensive coat collection, and I do feel like I've gotten to a really good point with it. I'm really happy with the coats that I've got in my collection, but I do feel like there was a little bit of a gap. I feel like my wool and winter coats, those like really thick coats, the coats that are going to keep me really warm throughout the winter months, nailed it. My gorgeous lightweight trenches, the ones that I wear in like April time when it's just like you want a little layer over the top, nailed it, love them. I didn't really have anything in the middle, and when I saw this coat on Farfetch, I just knew that this was what I've been looking for. This is going to fill the gap in my wardrobe. This is actually called a trench coat online, and it's a really difficult one to describe because I wouldn't describe it as a trench coat. It's definitely a lot thicker than a trench, but it's not quite as thick as like a wool or pea coat, which is what I really liked about this. So I think this is going to be the perfect coat for spring. Obviously here in the UK it is still quite chilly and will be for the next couple of months, so I feel like this is going to be the perfect layer to add over the top. It is a really gorgeous like belted long line coat, so I feel like it's going to go with so much in my wardrobe. I'll be able to wear it with dresses, I'll be able to wear it with trousers, jeans, leggings, you name it. This coat is going to go with everything, so I thought this was a perfect addition to add it into my wardrobe. To be able to shop Sandro 10% off is so rare. So I will leave a link to this down below, and I will also just leave a link to the Sandro store on Farfetch because they have some stunning pieces, some really gorgeous items that are really going to work hard in your spring wardrobe. But this coat, oh my goodness, I just felt head over heels. Oh my goodness me. Can we just take a moment for the coat? Oh my, what? This is just everything I hoped for and more and more. This is just the most beautiful coat I think I have ever put on. In terms of sizing, I got this in the largest size that they do. I think it's a large or an EU 40, which I believe is the equivalent of a 12. The fit is just perfect. I wouldn't want it any bigger than this because then it would start to get a little bit loose and a little bit less kind of like silhouette-y, and this is just such a flattering silhouette. And I feel like for a spring coat you're not going to be wearing really thick layers on underneath, so I don't think you need to like size up in them like you would your winter coats. I feel like ever since that first winter coat purchase from Farfetch, the gorgeous ivy and oak wool coat, it really has changed the game for me in terms of the coats I've been wanting to add into my collection, because it kind of has solidified how important it is to invest in good quality outerwear, especially at this time of year when it's like all people really see. I feel like it's so important, and also to invest in pieces that you know silhouette wise they're beautiful, like fit wise they're classic, cut wise they're stunning, material wise they're really high quality, and it just means that you know they're going to last in your wardrobe, you know they're never going to date, and you're going to be able to bring them out every single year when the season rolls around. I feel like what I really like about this is also quite a good one for 2 seasons. This is going to be great for spring. It's also going to be great late summer, early autumn as well. So I know I'm going to get a lot of wear out of it. But I love this like lapel detail. I feel like it's so flattering. I love the fact that the shoulders are quite structured, but they're not like padded, they're not too big, they're just really, really beautiful. Of course, it does have the double button detail. I've just tied it up, and I'm actually just wearing it with the dress that I have on, and I feel like this is exactly how I'm going to want to style it for the spring vibes. I don't want anything too thick on underneath. I just want something that I can chuck over the top and just look super flattering. It's nice and warm without being too much. Like, I feel like this is the perfect thickness for this time of year, and it's also got a really gorgeous lining. It actually says Sandro on the inside, but I don't know if you can see that, but it's so, so beautiful. There's a label down there I think I need to pull off. Yep, there is. All the way down there. There we go. But yes, anyway, it is just absolutely stunning. I feel like the length is perfect on me. It means that I can just wear my favorite shoes. They're just going to poke out underneath. I'm currently just wearing some knee-high boots because I feel like these are perfect for now when it's still a little bit chillier, but obviously I can swap it out with trainers, even sandals when it starts to get a little bit warmer. I feel like I could not be raving about this coat anymore. It is so, so stunning, and I am so excited to have added it into my spring wardrobe. Next, let's open this up together. Now, this is actually a pair of footwear that I'm wanting to add into my spring wardrobe that I feel like is really going to help me with my spring styling. And if there's one thing that I've learned over the past year, it's just what brands really speak to me with regards to footwear. I'm not really like a casual footwear kind of a gal. A lot of the time, like when it comes to trainers, things like Converse, they're just not very me. I really tried hard with them. I bought a pair last year, and I'm not gonna lie, I've already gone and sold them because I've just realized that I'm not exactly the kind of person that loves to follow like trendy trainers and things like that. However, when it comes to spring styling, I do love a pair of trainers. I love a classic pair of white trainers that are going to go with so much in your wardrobe. And if there's one brand that I feel like they pioneered the white trainer, it is Veja. I absolutely adore Veja. I actually already have 2 in my collection. They are both battered and bruised, and I have gotten so much wear out of, which goes to show just how good they are to add into my wardrobe and just how much of a great investment they are. Now, this pair I actually have had my eye on for a little while. I don't have this pair, I don't have this style, and I feel like this is probably the most classic style, and Farfetch actually have loads of different Vejas online, so I will link to them down below so you can have a little look if you maybe already have a couple of pairs and you're like me, you want to add something that's slightly different into your collection. So this is the classic Veja, it's the Veja Campo, I believe. I will leave exactly what trainer this is linked down below, but it's in the classic white with the black detail, and I really, really love it. Now, I have a couple of different pairs. I've got like a greigey pair, I've got a pair that's got like beigey pinky tones in it, but I didn't own anything like this. Now, this is the style that most people would recommend and most people would say to start with because it's such a classic from Veja. It's supposed to be one of the comfiest styles, and I feel like it is probably the most wearable. Like, I really, really love how easy this is to style up. You can wear it with like cute dresses. I feel like it would go really, really well with this dress as well, actually, because obviously the black tones would really tie in nicely together, but you can wear it with like wide leg trousers, you can wear it with cigarette trousers. I feel like these are the kind of trainers that are like quite smart trainers, which is what I really, really love about them. And white tennis trainers are just never going to go out of style. They're so easy to style, so easy to wear, and I feel like they're an absolute staple in your spring wardrobe. So I'm really excited to have a new pair of Vejas in my collection. I just know I'm going to get so much wear out of these over the next couple of months. Okay, so I wasn't actually expecting to just add the trainers to the outfit I was already wearing, but I put them on quickly and I looked at the outfit and I was like, you know what? This is perfect. Like, this is exactly how I would want to style them right now. The blacks obviously tie in really, really well together. We've got the black of the dress, we've got the black of the lining, and the black on the shoes look so, so gorgeous. And they just really go with the outfit. I feel like they really, really work because they are a more smarter trainer. So they work with the like smart silhouette of the coats. But this is exactly what I mean when it comes to like adding in these pieces that can be styled up together. You can swap and change them depending on the season, depending on the temperature, depending on the weather. Like, this is exactly what I'm wanting to do with with my spring wardrobe is just make it work really, really hard. So as I said, you can wear these Vejas with trousers, you can wear them with jeans, you can wear them with cargo pants. Like there's so many different options with these kinds of trainers, which is what I really, really love about them. And I feel like they're the only trainers that ever feel me and ever feel like my style. And I really, really love that about them. I literally have gotten rid of all of the other trainers in my collection, including my Balenciagas, because they're just not me anymore. Like this classic white style is so me, and that is why I absolutely love it. So another great investment into my spring wardrobe. I'm not gonna lie, I was so confused what this was for a second because I forget how much these fold up and how great they are, and that's another reason why I bought this. Now this is a brand that I feel like has blown up over the last couple of months, especially because of TikTok, and that is Longchamp. I love Longchamp. You might know that I already have a couple of Longchamps in my collection. I did my updated handbag collection video recently, so make sure to go and check that out. But I feel like literally since that video, things have already started changing, and I've got a couple of new bags to show you in this video. Not just the Longchamp, but we've got another one that I feel like you guys are going to love. But this is the Longchamp La Pliage, and this is probably one of the most classic handbags in the world. I've seen lots of videos on TikTok about like the old money aesthetic, and one thing that every single one of those videos includes, it's a Longchamp La Pliage, and I actually don't have one in this size. So this is the mini size, I think it is. I will leave the exact one linked down below, but if you are looking for a Longchamp La Pliage, Farfetch is the place to go. Like they have literally the entire collection on there, which makes me so happy because you have your pick of the bunch, and I never see Longchamp do any sales, so to be able to shop them 10% off is absolutely amazing. So if you're looking for like a huge weekend bag, if you're looking for like a mini little handbag, if you're looking for a tote bag for work, they are just fabulous, and I really, really love this one. It says it's white online, but it's more of like a beigey tone, which actually I think is kind of better because I feel like it's a little bit less stark and a little bit less harsh than white. I just adore the tan hardware. I feel like it really, really works with this bag, and it's just such an easy one because, as I said, like it literally folds up so tiny. It's great if you're maybe going traveling somewhere and you're going to be taking home more than you like bring out. It's great if you're not sure how much you're going to be shopping, like if you're going for a girls' day, so you can fold it up and then you can add all of your shopping bits in there, and it's just such a gorgeous handbag. And actually, in terms of designer bag prices, they are so reasonable, so reasonable. So you can shop it at an even better price with my discount code. So would definitely recommend adding in a Longchamp into your handbag collection. I feel like they're just such timeless, gorgeous handbags. They never wear, they never date. Like they really are a classic for a reason. So I'm so excited to have one with a little bit more of a spring colorway into my collection. Do you know what this outfit is giving me? This is giving me serious Parisian vibes. I mean, look how gorgeous it is. This bag definitely needs a little bit of time for the creases to come out of it because it's a lighter color. It definitely creases up a little bit more than my black one, but I really, really love the tones of it. The tan is just so classic and so perfect, and I really love this like creamy off-white color. I think it's so gorgeous, and I really like the size of this bag. I've just shoved a few things in just to kind of pad it out a little bit, and I feel like it's a great one just for chucking on. It's such a shame it doesn't have a crossbody. I feel like a crossbody would have just made it chef's kiss, but obviously the pliage kind of range don't come with crossbodies. It's just not how they're designed, but I do think it's a great one just for grabbing as you're running out of the house. You can chuck everything that you need in this. This actually might make a good work bag because I reckon you could just about fit an iPad in this. It's quite a good like mid-size one, which is what I really, really like about it. So I think it's a great investment. I mean, as I said, in terms of bag prices, it's such a good affordable price, but it's a really classic design and it's going to last in your wardrobe forever and ever. So as I said, we have a couple of bags to show you in this video. I went a little bit wild on the handbags, but this one, I'm not gonna lie, this one I think I'm gonna need your help with whether to keep or whether to return, whether I'm basically gonna get enough wear out of it, because it's a little bit different for me in terms of my handbags. And I know that I have a little bit of a specific aesthetic with regards to my handbags. Like I like them to have a top handle, I like them to have a crossbody, I like them to be quite small. Like when I was doing my handbag collection video, it made me realize how similar a lot of my handbags are, and this is a little bit different. But that doesn't have to be a bad thing. So this is a new Jacquemus baby, and this literally just dropped on Farfetch, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's already sold out. So I will link it down below. Hopefully you'll be able to shop it, but I thought this could be a perfect spring bag to add into my collection. Look at this. Oh my goodness me. It's in the most gorgeous chocolate brown colour. It's actually a lot bigger than I was expecting. Now I think this is La Bambino. It's like a pillow Bambino. Of course it will be linked down below, but I just thought this was so cute. So instead of a top handle and a crossbody, it just has the one handle. Now let me kind of like style it up for you guys so you can see what my vision was with this. It does have a crossbody. I didn't realise it did. I thought it only had this one handle, but this was kind of the vision that I had for this bag. The classic 90s shoulder bag. If there is one handbag trend that has seriously come into style this spring, it is the 90s shoulder bag, and I'm kind of loving it. And I definitely think that's somewhere where I have a bit of a gap in my collection. I don't really own anything like this, and I just thought this could be such a gorgeous little handbag to have in my collection. Start up with like trench coats, some like little booty boots would be so gorgeous. And this color, this like chocolate brown, is so different for me as well. I don't have anything in my collection like this. I thought this could be such a cute addition into my spring wardrobe. I was also persuaded on the kind of like pillow aspect of it because I actually have another pillow bag in my collection, and I get a surprising amount of wear out of that. So of course my Coach pillow tabby bag, I absolutely adore her. She's such a beauty. She is also on Farfetch if you are wanting to shop her, but I actually get a lot of wear out of her, and I always get compliments when I wear her, and she's quite an affordable bag. So I feel like this is like Jacquemus's version of the Coach pillow, and I absolutely adore it. I actually really love the fact that it has the crossbody strap as well. I feel like that kind of changes things because I feel like I might get a little bit more wear out of it if I can kind of have it in two different ways. But it of course has the gold hardware on it and the classic gold Jacquemus logo, and it's in the classic Bambino style, just with a little bit of a fun twist, the like pillow finish to it. So let me know what you think. We can style it up together a little bit. I feel like this could be a really gorgeous addition into my handbag collection, and something that I actually get a lot of wear out of for spring. So comment down below, keep or return. Well, we really are on a bit of a hat trick with regards to everything styling up together, because this bag matches this coat so beautifully. They're both like very warm in tone, which is what I really like about them, and I do feel like the bag just sits so beautifully on my shoulder. It really is just like the perfect 90s shoulder bag, which, as I said, I really do not have anything like this in my collection. As I mentioned, it's slightly bigger than I was expecting, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it still looks really beautiful. It's still really classic, and like it's going to fit everything that you need in it. And as I said, you can also wear the crossbody. I think for a crossbody it's slightly too big for me personally, just because I am such a petite person that crossbodies can really overtake me. So I think I would probably only ever use the shoulder strap, but I really love it. I think it's just so beautiful. Love the gold hardware on it. I think it looks so stunning, and the color I think it's just going to be absolutely gorgeous for spring. So I'm kind of talking myself into it, but I'm going to wait until I've got your guys' opinions. Is this a keep or is this a return? Let me know your thoughts. Now, as well as doing a little bit of shopping on Farfetch, I also fell down a little bit of a rabbit hole on Zara, and I feel like this is going to really show how much time I'm spending on TikTok at the moment. But one thing that keeps popping up for me is the kind of like trends videos, people that are doing trend predictions, talking about what's coming. And there's one fashion trend that I never thought I would be excited about, but actually I really am, and that is skinny jeans. Skinny jeans are making a comeback, whether it's skinny or like just straight line jeans are making a comeback in a big way this year. And I feel like styled correctly, they can just be so gorgeous. The way that I'm envisioning them is very like Kate Middleton style. Knee-high boots, ballet flats, a blazer and a roll neck. Like I feel like there's so many different ways that you can style them up. So as soon as I saw that skinny jeans were back in stock, I ran onto Zara and made an order. They've come in 2 different parcels, but we have a couple of pairs of skinny jeans in here, and I thought that we could style them up and try them on together, because especially with some of the pieces that I picked up from Farfetch, I feel like they could style really beautifully together. Oh my gosh, so the first pair is actually a pair of white skinny jeans. Now, I never owned a pair of white skinny jeans. Even back in the day when they were trendy, I always stuck to the darker colours, and I feel like that was more of like an insecurity thing slash not knowing how to style things. And I feel like now I'm really embracing this, like lighter tones, especially for spring, and white skinny jeans are so big right now. So I feel like these could look really gorgeous with lots of like tonal vibes. The camel coat, the Jacquemus bag, even the La Pliage bag would look so gorgeous with these. So I'm really excited about them. Now these are the super elastic ones, and I did say to myself, if I'm going to add a pair of skinny jeans to my wardrobe, they have to be comfy, they have to be stretchy. So these have a lot of stretch to them. Now I picked these up in a 40. Is that a 14? No, UK 12. Okay, we're gonna have to try these on. I do find a lot of the time with trousers with Zara, I have to size up. So maybe because they're stretchy, they should work. They should be able to fit and mold around my bum, my thighs. But we're going to have to see if we can make these work. I feel like this might be a little bit of a controversial one. A few of you might also be excited about skinny jeans coming back in style. A few of you might want to burn them. So let me know, are you team skinny jean or never again? Oh my goodness me, Ellie is in jeans. I repeat, Ellie is in jeans. I never thought I would see the day that I would pick up a pair of white skinny jeans and love them. Oh my word, they're just absolutely gorgeous. I do feel like they really need the knee-high boots because lengthwise they are quite long on me. Such a shame that Zara doesn't do petite. I feel like in this day and age, we really need some shorter lengths. We really need some petite outfit inspo from Zara. But I've just started up in this very like tonal way. I've got my little Ralph Lauren cable knit on, which I think looks really cute, and a pair of brown knee-high boots. And I really think it works. It really is giving me like country chic while still adding in a little bit of like a trend item, and I do think it looks really cute paired together. So let me know your thoughts. Do we love it or do we hate it? And then the other one, it does not get much more classic than this. It's a pair of mid-wash blue skinny jeans. And again, I feel like these are going to style so well with the tonal colours that we've got in this haul. I definitely feel like it's been a bit of a themed haul with regards to like tones and colour palettes and like styles, but I'm really loving how these look. Again, super stretchy. So from the exact same like collection, they're the exact same style. They're really lovely and stretchy. So I think they should be super comfortable to wear, and I'm really excited about the resurgence of skinny jeans. I feel like especially coming into spring, there's loads of fun ways to style them up. I am actually more excited about these than I thought I was going to be, and I feel like it really is a resurgence of that like 2000s style. And one thing that I do find funny about trends is just how like easy they can come and go. It's something you just don't really take too seriously, which is why when it comes to the classic pieces, I much prefer to shop those in places like Farfetch, where I can go and get something really luxurious. It's a little bit more of an investment, but I know it's going to last, whereas something like skinny jeans that maybe are going to be in style for another couple of years, I can style up, I can have fun with, I can go to a place like Zara, and then I can also mix and match them, I can pair them together, and it just makes the entire outfit look so much more expensive than it actually is. So yeah, really excited about the skinny jeans. Let me know your thoughts on them. Okay, so this is kind of giving me like 2009 vibes, and I'm actually not mad about it. I don't know if I have gone mad, but these are really cute. I definitely think they're slightly more flattering than the white, just in terms of like the shape and the fit, because they really do hug you. They are skinny. But again, tucked into the boots, I just think really works. I tried them on with the Vejas, but they're just too long to wear with like ballet flats or trainers. I feel like they really do need like hidden at the bottom, but I kind of love them. In terms of size, actually, the size does fit really nicely. The 12 is perfect because they are super stretchy and super comfortable. So let me know your thoughts. Are we team skinny jeans? Are we liking the fact that they're back, or should I burn them? Help a girl out. I cannot even tell you how much of a geek I am when it comes to these things. I feel like this video has basically been like a merriment of two of my favourite things. On the one hand, we've been looking at some really classic and timeless pieces. I mean, I've been able to scroll Farfetch, which is a very enjoyable pastime, but I've been able to add items into my wardrobe that are going to really work hard. I'm going to get my cost per wear. They're a little bit more of a luxury, but they're going to work hard in my wardrobe. They're filling gaps of pieces that I'm missing, and they're really great investments brands to add ready for the new season. But on the other hand, we've been looking at some more like fun pieces, some spring trends items that are definitely just more of like a fun addition into my wardrobe. And I thought whilst we were here chatting about trends, we could talk about a few others that I have seen that are really starting to come into their own this spring. And it's really interesting to see how much of an effect TikTok has on trends. I feel like trends are happening so much quicker now. Like, they're so instant, it's so rapid, and I do think TikTok has a huge part to play in that because there's so many more opinions. It's a lot more instantaneous, but it's really, really interesting to see. And I definitely think denim has been a huge one that is spoken about at the moment. Like, it's a huge talking point, and it's definitely a little bit of a pattern that I'm noticing with regards to spring styling. Denim always has a little bit of a resurgence in spring. I feel like everyone kind of like expresses their love again for denim, but it's interesting to see that every single year it's like a particular type of denim and a particular style that seems to come into its own each spring. And this year obviously we've got the trend of skinny jeans, which is a bit of a love-hate one. And another one which is a little bit love-hate is actually maxi denim skirts. Now, I personally don't think I'm really going to be adding them into my wardrobe because I just don't really find that they suit my figure. Some girls have been styling them so beautifully. I did mention back in January that maxi skirts were going to be a trend this year, and it's really interesting to see how they have been coming into fashion in different like materials, in different ways. You've got obviously like silk maxi skirts. They are huge at the moment and I absolutely love them. Denim maxi skirts are also really, really big, and it's just really interesting to see how they're kind of like coming into themselves and how people are styling them. But of course as well, we've got silk maxi skirts. Now this is an interesting one because I feel like silk midi skirts or like satin midi skirts have been in for a really, really long time, but people are opting for that little bit longer length at the moment, and I do like it. But as a petite girl, you do have to be very careful with what maxis you can add into your wardrobe. I would definitely recommend, if you're like me and you're short, to go for a mid-axi length because it usually ends up being more of a maxi length on our petite frames. But I am loving them. I'm finding silk skirts so easy to style. Chuck it on with a jumper, a cute little pair of boots, and you are good to go. And I'm absolutely loving how they look. Another one that I am loving at the moment is the continuation of the ethereal elements trend. It's like really floaty, drapey fabrics. They're just absolutely beautiful. It's really interesting actually because I do feel like in a way this has been around for quite a while. Like, I've seen lots of skirts that have that like excess material. They've got that kind of like zhuzhed fabric, I think is the best way to describe it. But I feel like this year brands are really taking notice that we love that kind of styling. We're really enjoying that like silhouette. It's a really, really flattering frame on a lot of us, and so many brands are bringing out lots more designs with that kind of vibe. I don't want to ramble on for too long, so the last one I would chat about, which is one that I absolutely adore and kind of can't believe that it ever came out of fashion, and that is ballet flats. I love ballet flats and they are back with a vengeance this spring, which makes me really, really happy. I find that they're so easy to wear, so easy to style, and they just go with so many things in your wardrobe. And I actually think a really big way of styling them this year is going to be with skinny jeans. So maybe I should look at getting, if I am wanting to keep skinny jeans, maybe I should look at getting some petite ones, because the ones that I picked up from Zara I definitely wouldn't be able to wear with ballet flats unless I got them altered, and it's probably a little bit excessive for such an affordable item. So I might look into seeing if I can find some petite skinny jeans anywhere so that I can style them up with my favorite ballet flats. I need to bring my ones out from last year so that I can start styling them up for all of the spring outfits. I mean, they pair so beautifully with so many dresses, skirts, trousers, and I think they're also going to go beautifully with my coat as well. I am so excited to get them back out of storage and start styling up my ballet flats again. Now, obviously, when it comes to chatting about trends and when it comes to chatting about what's in and what's hot and what's not, the most important thing to think about is your own personal style. I am so protective of my personal style these days. I feel like I really have nailed what feels like me, what I'm comfortable in, what I feel I look good in, what flatters me and suits me, and I'm so protective of that whenever I look back at old videos and old photos of when I really tried to like base my style around the trends rather than basing the trends around my style. It just didn't really work. Like, I just was wearing things that didn't feel the most me, and I look back at photos and think, no, it's just not giving. So I'm really, really precious with what I add into my wardrobe now, what trends I actually want to style up, and just make sure that I've got those foundations covered first, those classic items, the staple pieces in my wardrobe that I can start from, and then I can have a little bit of fun when we go from there. Would you like to know something that I personally find very, very exciting? It is currently 5:15 and it is still daylight. It is still light outside, which makes me so excited because it means spring is well and truly on its way. Oh my goodness me, I'm so excited for the lighter, the brighter evenings. I've definitely started to notice a difference in the mornings. Actually, it is getting a little bit lighter, a little bit earlier, which makes me really, really happy. Which, speaking of, actually, when did the clocks change? Because we need to change our clocks forward to British summertime. I'm pretty sure that happens sometime in March. I feel like as soon as you move the clocks forward, you know you are well into spring by that point. So I think we should all just count the days until the clocks have to move forward. But as it's 5:15, I'm going to get started on dinner, because you guys know we are trying to do our earlier dinners so that we are eating, if not before, by 6 o'clock, so that we can really enjoy the evening, get into comfies, take my makeup off, and have a bit of an evening on the sofa. I'm not gonna lie, a big hobby of mine in the evening is just scrolling Farfetch. I just love looking at their new in section, getting inspired about all the new in pieces, seeing what's coming for spring. I absolutely love it, and I really hope you guys enjoy the discount code. Make sure you make the most of EllieFF10 for 10% off your first order. If you already have a Farfetch discount code, if you already have a Farfetch account, just create a new one on another email and you can get the 10% off your first order. It's a great way to make sure that you still can make the most of the saving, and 10% off at Farfetch can go a really, really long way. So I will leave all of the items I featured in today's video down below, along to a link to the landing page, because if you're like me and you just like a good old scroll, then I will leave a link to the landing page so you can see all of the new in pieces. So I'm gonna get started on dinner now, and I'm gonna leave you guys here. I hope you have the loveliest evening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.